Hello, my name is Dawn from Infinite You Life Coaching, and today we're going to be doing a restorative practice. So, restorative yoga is very relaxing yoga. So, you're going to want to have a lot of props. Like you can see, I've got some blocks. I have my bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you can just use like a big couch pillow or maybe like several pillows. You want it to be fairly firm to support you. I have two folded up beach towels and then a folded and a rolled up blanket. I'm not saying you're going to need all these things, but you get to decide as we move along what props you want to use, what feels good. With restorative yoga, unlike other types of yoga, where our goal is not to achieve a stretch feeling. In fact, if you're feeling a stretch, that means you've gone too far. That's when you want to get one of our props here and kind of prop up your body so that you don't feel anything. Our goal here is really to open. We want to open our body and let go of any kind of tension that we've been storing. So let's go ahead and get comfortable on the mat. Um, One thing I will suggest for you, I prefer silence, but some people I know might like nature sounds or maybe some relaxing music in the background. So if you want to pause the video and find your audio of choice that you want to play, that'd be great. Otherwise, we're going to roll in silence. This is a very meditative practice, but there's nothing you need to focus on other than letting go. Your job here is to soften your body. Over time, as you hold these poses, we will be holding our poses for 10 minutes today. We have one pose where we'll do 5 minutes on each side. So as we're holding these long poses, it's just about relaxation, softening, letting go. Can you surrender to this moment? Can you soften and let go of those areas that might be holding tension or stored emotion? So, finding a nice comfortable position on your mat. As you can see, I'm not even using a mat. I've got some nice comfy clothes on. I'm dressed warm so that I'll be comfortable during the practice. A darkened room can also be helpful. Some people like to use an eye mask just to help step into that relaxed state. So, really coming into our parasympathetic nervous system today and just letting go. So, once you find your comfortable position on your mat, go ahead and allow your body to just relax. We want to have that nice tall spine. And once you've achieved that, just kind of let that settle a little bit. So, when we say that nice tall spine, we think about that string pulling up. Once you do that, just imagine like you've kind of shuffled and you can kind of let the rest of your body settle where your spine is still tall, but you're relaxed. And from here, just noticing your sit bones on the mat. And just watching your breath and how your body feels, your state of emotion as you arrive on the mat today. And you can leave your eyes closed or softened. And we're just going to take your left hand and we're going to lift that up. Right palm is going to come up and lay on top of your right knee. And then we're going to take that left hand and go palm to palm over your right knee. This is a Sankalpa mudra. So mudras help us move energy in certain circuits in our body. And so maintaining that tall spine, you feel your sit bones on the mat. Your right palm is resting on your right knee. And then you're just basically forming like a hand hold together with your left palm resting on your right palm. Now, a sankalpa is a subtle intention. And today we're going to bring the intention of softening and letting go. So, in each pose today, we might bring at the very beginning of the pose a breath in where we say let, and then a breath out where we say go. Now, this can be totally silent, and we can practice that right now. So as you breathe in, you're whispering in your mind, let. And on your exhale, whispering in your mind, go. And we're going to continue that practice. Let, go. Let, go. Let's do that one more time. Breathing in, let. Exhaling, go. And then letting go of the control of the breath. And just allowing that heat in your hands to flow, the energy to flow. In this moment, we give ourselves permission to let go of the things that have been holding us back. Today in our practice, as we open our body, we will let go. We will feel the safety of softening. And if it feels comfortable, you can bring your hands to prayer. Maybe feeling some heat or some tingling in your hands. Knowing that we've just set the intention of a positive practice, of a healing practice. And we're going to be coming into our first pose. So we're going to come into a child's pose as our first pose. If you have a bolster or that stack of pillows like we talked about, we're just going to bring that bolster right up in between our thighs. And from here, you may want a blanket or even a little pillow could work, a folded towel. And you're just going to put it at the end. Now, your choices are you can put your forehead down on here so that your nose is pointed down. Or another option would be to turn and put a cheek on your pillow. And wherever you are in every pose today, using the first minute or so to really find your comfort. If you feel like you need to put a block underneath your bottom for a little bit of support, or maybe you want a pillow or a blanket, you can put that there just so that you're not quite so deep into the pose. And your arms can be wherever they feel comfortable, palms up, palms down. If you have your cheek on the mat, in 5 minutes I'm going to just give you a cue to switch to the other cheek. So as we come into each pose today, using that first minute or so for total relaxation, finding at least 1% more comfort, we're going to inhale, let, and exhale, go. Inhale, let, exhale, go. And just listening to your own intuition for how long. And just allow your body to soften. Surrender to your prop. If you had your cheek to your bolster, you can now take it to the other side. Otherwise, you're just staying right where you are. Bringing your awareness to your breath, noticing your inhale, how it's cool, maybe noticing your belly and your chest expand. And notice how your belly and ribs change and how the air is warm on your exhale. Just taking note of any sensations you may be feeling. And when it feels comfortable, just taking your palms to the floor, slowly pushing into the floor as you raise yourself back up into a seated position. I'm going to set aside my towel and my bolster and just allow myself to come forward into a butterfly position. So bringing the soles of your feet together. We're going to be doing a reclined butterfly, so you can bring that same bolster or pillow that you were using right up to your tailbone. But we want to make sure that our legs are supported here. So your feet can be as far away from you as is comfortable. You can put a block under either knee, and both of them finding comfort. Perhaps you want to take a towel on either side to make a little rest for your arms. And maybe you would like a blanket on the end for a little pillow for your head. So really finding a place here where you're not feeling any sensation. I like to tip my blocks a little bit just for comfort. Once you feel like you have that area and it's feeling good, you can start easing yourself down. Onto your bolster. Adjusting those blankets if you'd like to have cushion for your arms as well. And it's also okay to have a blanket to put over you if you're feeling cold. Again, using this first minute or so to find comfort. Maybe the blocks are too hard and you want to put blankets there instead. I think I'm actually going to add my blankets to my blocks just to have that added comfort. And once you've found about 1% more comfort, maybe more, I'm going to come back to our breath. Let go. Feel yourself release on that exhale. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. And continue until maybe you drift away. We'll be in this pose for 10 minutes, so just relax. Feel the opening in your chest, the opening in your lower back. And let your body know that you are safe. It's okay to open. There's nothing to protect here. Complete surrender. Begin to notice your breath. Feel your body touching your bolster, the blocks, any blankets, the floor. Feeling the cool air coming in through your nostrils and how it's warm when you exhale. And see if you can allow your body to go a little deeper with the next couple of exhales. Just allow your body to soften that little bit more, like you were sinking down into the floor. And when it feels comfortable, just come to a comfortable side and just rest for a minute. And when it feels right, so rolling a little bit more and pushing into the floor as you come up into a seated position. And then just kind of moving your props. We're going to use the bolster as we come to our next position, which is a legs up the wall position. I'm going to be using my bolster here on the floor. Actually, let's go ahead and lay on our backs first. If you do want to have yourself near a wall, you can get right up against the wall, so bring your bottom as close as you can, and then have your feet up the wall. I'm going to lay on my back and just bring my bottom up so that I get the bolster supporting my tailbone, my glutes. And I'm going to inch it a little closer towards my sacrum. And then we're just going to put our feet up. And you'll know the right place because you'll feel that you don't really need effort. Again, taking that first minute of the pose to just find that comfortable spot. Maybe you need to give your bolster a little move. Decide if you want your hands palms up, how far out you want them to be. They could be teed, they could be over your head. And then just relax. See if you can let go of the effort it takes to have your feet in the air. Again, we'll be here for 10 minutes. Coming back to our breathing practice. Breathing in, let. Exhaling, go. Let. Go. And continuing that for as long as it feels comfortable. Otherwise, allowing your body to surrender. And slowly bringing your awareness back to your breath and noticing any sensations you might be feeling. You can allow what you feel, accept it, welcome it, and allow yourself to relax a little more deeply. Let go and be a little softer. And when it feels comfortable, bending your knees and bringing your toes down to the mat. Allowing your soles of your feet to just settle. And just notice what you feel. Maybe pulling your bolster out from underneath your bottom. And allowing your knees to knock in for a moment. Just while you observe what you're feeling. Feel the heat in your feet. The energy again changing direction. Maybe move your legs side to side briefly, gently. And we're going to bring the bolster or pillow to the left side of your legs. From here, you can have your arms teed out. I'm going to lift our knees and then just allow them to fall on your bolster. Your gaze can remain up at the ceiling. Or maybe taking your gaze to your right fingertips. And this pose will only be holding for 5 minutes because we're going to change sides at 5 minutes. So just relax. Breathe in, let. Breathe out, go. Feel the surrender every time you exhale. Allow yourself to open up, to soften. Feel the safety of this moment. minimal disruption to yourself, trying to remain relaxed. We're just going to take the bolster to the other side, so just bending your knees up to center and then taking the bolster to the right. From there, allowing your knees to drop down, maybe shifting your hips a little bit. And your gaze can be up towards the ceiling. Eyes can be closed, of course. Or maybe taking your head and eyes facing your left hand. And just continuing to breathe, maybe coming back to our let go mantra. Maybe just falling back into where you were before. The same breathing pattern. Or just the idea of sinking down into the mat. And bring your awareness back to your breath. Feeling your chest move, your hip against the floor, and your legs against the bolster. We're going to slowly bring our feet down to the mat. And then just roll onto a comfortable side. Maybe using your arms as a pillow. Just give yourself a minute here. And when it feels comfortable, you're just going to push into the floor as you come back into a seated position. And we're going to be coming into a prone shavasana. So what we're going to want to do is, everyone's going to be different on what feels good, but we're going to start with putting a block and a towel or a blanket on top. We're going to put the bolster in the middle. And then having another block with another blanket down towards the end of the mat. So same setup as the front, little puppies in the way. And from here, your bolster is now going to become your surfboard. So you're going to lay down with your belly on your bolster. And hopefully aligning, I can see that my back block needs to go back further. Aligning so that your forehead is going to rest on the blanket. And then the tops of your feet will rest on the blanket behind you. And then once we're in this position, we're going to hold it for 10 minutes. Now this is our shavasana. Again, using these first couple minutes just to find comfort, making any little adjustments, determining how you want your arms, feeling if your head is too high or too low. And even now, coming back to our mantra, as we breathe in, let, and as you breathe out, go. Let, go. And continuing that for a few more rounds. And begin to really feel your body let go here. If there's somewhere that you're holding tension, can you soften it? Can you relax your eyes and let them be heavy? Feel your cheeks and your lips just being pulled down towards the ground. Feeling the weight of your body sinking into your bolster. Maybe your knees sinking into the floor. Your feet sinking into the blanket. Encouraging your body just to soften. Letting it know how safe it is. Maybe even conjuring that feeling of safety. Imagining where you feel most safe. And allowing your body to feel that sensation. And noticing if your body just softens that little bit more.
Starting to deepen your breath. Maybe feeling your ribs, your belly pushing against the bolster. Feel how heavy your body is. Gravity pulling it in a direction that it's not quite used to, especially for Shavasana. And just take it in, noticing how you feel. Slowly deepening your breath. Maybe bring some gentle motion to your fingers and your toes. You're rocking your hips side to side. When it feels comfortable, just allowing your body to drop to one side. And coming to a comfortable side position. Allowing your body to adjust, taking a few breaths here. And when it feels comfortable, slowly finding your way to a seated position. Maybe moving your props out of the way. And just coming into a comfortable seat. Let's put our hands right on our heart. Just noticing how you feel right now. Has it changed from when we started our practice? Know that you can always bring that breathing technique of let go into any point of your day. And we continue to let go as we let go of this time on our mat. But it's okay because we know we can always come back. Leaving your hands on your heart, let's take a deep breath in. And let's sigh that out. One more time. A long, slow, deep breath in. And another sigh. Bring our hand into a prayer position. Maybe bowing down to your heart. Thanking yourself for showing up today. For all of this restorative practice is just allowing you to have the opportunity to build back up your stores, refill your cup, giving your body a chance to relax and open, giving your mind the chance to relax and open. I thank you for sharing this time with me, and I look forward to our future time on the mat. Namaste.